Hello, everybody, and welcome to Work Better Wednesday. I'm Rebecca Ryan, joined by my lovely co host.
Libby Castro.
We are very proud to have brought you Work Better Wednesday, but y'all, it's summer. Your kids are moving up from one grade to the next. You're going to graduation parties. You're starting to pack your bags for summer, and we're doing something different at Work Better Wednesday, too. We're taking summer break. That means a couple of things. One is that Libby and I, honest to God, are taking our own vacations, our own breaks. But for Work Better Wednesday, what it means is we're going to be populating your feed for the Work Better Project with tools, tricks, and ideas to help give you a magical summer. So with that, Libby and I today are going to cover a few of our favorite tips or ticks and tools and techniques to have awesome vacations. Libby, what's one you'd like to share with our group?
Yeah, I was telling Rebecca that when we travel with our kids a lot, and since they have been very small, we've been taking them everywhere. Went to Paris when Winnie was about 12, so I think Stacia was about 8. And one thing that we did, Stacia is a very picky eater. So we took them right away to the grocery store when we first got there and explained some things and showed them some things that I know that they like. And then they got to pick whatever food they wanted. And then when we went to restaurants or everything, I could sort of point to like, oh, this is going to taste like that yogurt you really like, or this is a lot like that fruit bar that you like from the grocery store. So it makes going out to restaurants a lot easier. It makes like just having the day, because we all know that whether it's us personally or our children, if we're not eating properly as we're walking or doing a lot of things or seeing a lot of things, you're not really able to absorb the information that you're seeing. So it's very important to have good food while you are traveling. And so that would be one of my tricks. The other thing I wanted to say with traveling with kids, we also give them control of the activities that we do. We don't just like set up their days. So we kind of say, hey, these 10 things are possible. Pick 3 that you really want to do. And then that way they're a part of the vacation, so that we're not like just kind of pulling them everywhere, but they're maybe wanting to be a part of it because it's something that they're interested in.
I want to travel with you because I'm a disaster when I'm hangry. So making the first stop at the grocery store makes all kind of sense.
Yeah.
So those are great tips for traveling as a parent and with kids. I'm childless. I have, however, done a 12-hour drive with 3 live animals wild in the car, including a cat. Totally different thing. Anyway, here's one of my travel tips is when you're traveling, when you're on vacation, stop talking about work. The whole point is to not work, not intentionally work. Of course, when you're visiting things, you may think about the connections to your work. That recently happened with me. I was on a trip to Copenhagen, and so much of it is about the future of cities. But you shouldn't intentionally, when you're trying to unplug, allow yourself to replug. And the big place I see this is Americans who invented workaholism. Our opening line when we often meet other people traveling is, what do you do? What do you do? And what does that do? It immediately introduces us talking about our identity as a worker. Well, if you're trying to unplug from work, use a different question. So
Right.
if you're at a resort with a bunch of other families, or you're at a major, tourist, and you maybe overhear some English, instead of saying, what do you do? You could say, so where are you from? Or what brings your family to this community? Or how long have you guys been here? And what's one thing you've really enjoyed that you would recommend? Keep the focus of that opening question on exploration, on the tourism experience, on the richness of being somewhere else. It's true that eventually your conversation partner might bring it back to what do you do, because they can't help themselves and they haven't seen this video, but you can at least start by taking the start of the conversation in a direction that's about your vacation. So that's my hot tip, is come up with an opening question that has nothing to do with work and has everything to do with the kind of travel experience you and the people you're traveling with are trying to have.
Oh, that's such good advice. I mean, I need that so much because, Patrick and I work together. And so naturally we also work on projects separately of one another. So we naturally want to update each other or work through a problem we've been thinking about or something like that. So, but there's so many other things to talk about. And while you're on vacation, why not? That's the best advice. So love it. So what that means for our audience here is we are going to ask everybody to post a selfie or an ussie of yourself or yourself in the group that you were with on vacation. Tell us a little bit about that vacation and why you chose that one to post. So was that one something, a particularly moving vacation? Was that eye-opening? Did you actually really relax and unplug? We'd love to know. So thank you.
I've got my first selfie up, and Libby posted her first selfie on Monday. So it's now a week since we threw this challenge down. We are looking for your selfies or ussies. And just a real special note, and I'm thinking about you, Libby, and I'm thinking about like our moms out there, like one of my very best friends, Gretchen. She's got all kinds of pictures of her kids because she's always taking the picture, but she doesn't have pictures of herself with her kid. And I really want to encourage you, moms, dads, get yourself in the picture. And I'm not trying to be morbid, but your kids are going to so appreciate having a full family photo, not just pictures of themselves as they get older and, as we have grandkids. And eventually we're going to all be gone as well. And our families are going to want to have those photos with us in them. So make sure the ussie really includes you.
Yeah. Oh, such a good idea. Cool.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Okay. I'm sorry.
No. Over to you. Thanks, Libby, for throwing down the challenge. Thanks for sharing your travel hacks. And what can people expect from us during the summer?
We are going to take summer break, and we are going to put a lot of research up there that talks about the findings of taking a summer break and really unwinding and how much that helps you live.
All right. I can't wait to see your photos of your vacations, Lib.
Thank you.
See ya.
Have them
Hi,
up
everyone.
there. Bye, everybody.